Governor-General of New Zealand and Dr. Richard Davis.
O te amorangi ki mua ko te hāpai o ki muri. Kia tauiho na mana ki tanga ki runga ki tēnā o tātai. E hono re he kroria he mau ngārongo ki runga ki te matua te whenua. E whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Arohaina ngā teina me ngā tuakana e noho nei I rungi te whakaro ko tahi pai marire.
Please be seated. Mana, e ngā reo, e ngā iwi o ngā haue whā. Tēnei aku mihi mahana ki o koutou. Nau mai, para nei, ki te whare nei, te whare o te kāwana tiamara, ki whanganui e tara. Distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Government House, Wellington, for today's investiture ceremony. I'd like to specifically acknowledge the Honourable Nicole McKee, Minister of the Crown, Kerry Gregory, Chief Executive of Fire and Emergency New Zealand, Rebecca Keegan, Board Chair, Fire and Emergency New Zealand, Ms Rachel Hayward, Secretary to Cabinet and Clerk of the Executive Council, Mr Joe Harawira, our kaumātua, and Mrs Rānui Ngāriru and Hui. Tēnā koutou katoa. Hosting investiture ceremonies is one of the most important duties I perform on behalf of His Majesty, the King of New Zealand. I'm delighted to bring together such an extraordinary group of New Zealanders. You have each brought pride and a greater sense of well-being to Aotearoa New Zealand through your outstanding achievements and your service to our communities. On behalf of all New Zealanders, I extend my sincerest thanks to you for your contributions. After each recipient is honoured, I invite you to join with me in congratulating them. Ms Catriona McLeod will now summon the recipients and read their citations.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Knight Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Honorary Professor Sir Peter Skelton of Christchurch for services to environmental law. Honorary Professor Sir Peter Skelton was appointed as an Environment Canterbury Commissioner in 2010 and has been a key player in the development of Christchurch's post-earthquake land use recovery plan. He has been heavily involved in the development and implementation of the Canterbury Water Strategy. As an Environment Canterbury Commissioner, he's chaired the Regional Planning Committee and the Regulation Hearing Committee. He acted as mediator between the Christchurch City Council and the Canterbury Regional Council on the development of stormwater management consent processes. He was instrumental in establishing the Resource Management Law Association in New Zealand in 2002 and was a founding member and inaugural vice president of the Environment Institute of Australia and New Zealand. He served as the first chair of the Environmental Legal Assistance Fund panel from 2001 to 2008. He was Associate Professor of Resource Management Law in the Environment, Society and Design Division at Lincoln University from 2000 to 2005. As an independent commissioner, he presided over hearings by Environment Waikato concerning the control of nitrates entering Lake Taupo. He was an advisor to the Local Government and Environment Select Committee on the Resource Management Amendment Bill in 2009. Sir Peter served as a judge of the Environment Court from 1978 to 2000 and was appointed as inaugural Chief Freshwater Commissioner in 2020. Honorary Professor Sir Peter Skelton, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Ms. Suzanne Prentice of Invercargill, for services to music and the community. Suzanne Prentice's career in music and television has spanned 50 years, with musical performances with notable international artists, including Julio Iglesias, Dolly Parton, and Chris Christopherson. She has featured on the New Zealand music charts and in numerous television shows in both New Zealand and Australia and internationally. She has served as the events coordinator for Southland Hospice. She was one of 3 people who, over 18 years, wrote a series of shows called Kids for Kids, which toured nationally each year, giving thousands of New Zealand schoolchildren the opportunity to perform with her on stage, building their confidence and self-esteem. The shows, Kids for Kids and Prentice and Friends, raised $13.7 million in sponsorship for underprivileged children. Ms. Prentice was a long-time ambassador for World Vision. Ms. Suzanne Prentice, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mrs. Denise Astill of Auckland, for services to the prevention of fetal anticonvulsant syndromes. Denise Astill founded and is CEO of Fetal Anticonvulsant Syndrome New Zealand, FACS NZ, a not-for-profit organisation that provides support, awareness and prevention services. She helped ACC develop the ACC FACS Prevention Team, which has circulated prevention booklets for healthcare professionals and consumers. She organised the first Australasian FACS conference with international speakers. She successfully advocated for warning labels for those pregnant on epilim boxes. Working with government and non-government agencies, she has promoted education for the prevention of fetal anticonvulsant syndromes. She presented to the World Health Organization the risks associated with anti-seizure medications for women and girls. She has published several articles and attended the 5th Global Ministerial Summit in Geneva. Mrs. Astill is a member of Te Whatu Ora's Whānau Feedback and Engagement Advisory Group. Mrs. Denise Astill, please come forward. Mr. Puharakihaka Ihaka of Tauranga for services to Māori and governance. Puharakihaka Ihaka, Nai Te Rangi, Ngāti Ranganui, Te Arawa, Ngāti Raukawa, is a long-standing leader of Nai Te Rangi Iwi, Ngāti Tapu Hapu and Waikari Marae. He undertook extensive research in the preparation of the Nai Te Rangi Waitangi Tribunal Treaty claims and provided leadership throughout negotiations. He was appointed to the Nai Te Rangi Settlement Trust and the Nai Te Rangi Fisheries Trust, managing post-treaty settlement resources. He is a foundation member and independent chair of the Tauranga City Council Tangata Whenua Collective. He was instrumental in the establishment of Te Pau Takawaenga, Tauranga City Council's Māori Relationship Unit. Mr. Ihaka is co-chair of Otamataha Trust, a director of Te Kawe Taumata National Fisheries Appointment Board, and a member of the Elms Foundation Board of Trustees. Mr. Puharakihaka Ihaka, please come forward. Mr. Samuel Whitelock of Napier for services to rugby and the community. Samuel Whitelock is the highest capped All Blacks player, achieving 153 appearances at the conclusion of the 2023 Rugby World Cup, captaining the All Blacks on 18 instances. He has been a key member for 13 years, playing in the winning All Blacks team for the 2011 and 2015 Rugby World Cup. He captained the Crusaders, contributing to the team's 7 consecutive Super Rugby titles. He has been an ambassador for Farm Strong, a nationwide well-being program for the rural community to help farm better. He has supported schools and youth communities across New Zealand with his story, motivating them to continue supporting their communities. He has contributed philanthropically to Fielding High School's basketball department and has donated items for auctioning. Mr. Whitelock retired from rugby in 2023. Mr. Samuel Whitelock, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mr. Paul Burns of Prebleton, for services to Search and Rescue and Fire and Emergency New Zealand. Paul Burns held several positions with Fire and Emergency New Zealand, or FENZ, including as Chief Fire Officer of brigades across Canterbury. He led the Urban Search and Rescue, USAR, Southern Team's Task Force 2, contributing to the response efforts following the 2011 Canterbury earthquakes. As part of the International Search and Rescue Advisory Group, INSARAG, he's mentored USAR teams aiming to achieve their international external classification. He was a mentor with the United States Agency for International Deployment. He mentors the USAR teams for the Singapore Civil Defence Force and the Queensland Fire and Rescue Service. Mr. Burns has trained staff working at Scott Base in Antarctica. Mr. Paul Burns, please come forward. Ms. Sue Clement of Wellington for services to education. Sue Clement is principal of Te Aro School, which has many students with English as their second language and families with high needs. She's held various deputy principal positions throughout Wellington. She has specialised in reading recovery as a special needs advisor and coordinated initiatives for learning support. With the ongoing resourcing scheme, she has developed and implemented individual programs and mentored and tutored new teachers. She has coordinated the Southern Wellington Cluster Schools Spelling Well Literacy Project. For the Ministry of Education, she has hosted international delegations in understanding primary education in New Zealand. Ms. Clement is a member of the Ministry's Regional Professional Development Panel. Ms. Sue Clement, please come forward. Mr. Ross Cocker of Westport for services to search and rescue and the community. Ross Cocker has held various roles with Westport Rotary, including 30 years as treasurer, and coordinates the annual Bookarama second-hand book sale. He's been involved in securing the funding and delivery of a $150,000 mobile kitchen to support civil defence as a community resilience asset. He has been involved with Westport Search and Rescue since 1992, including through a difficult period when he held every role to keep the organisation operational. He was a Landsar advisor to police and the local representative on the Tasman Regional Committee of NZ Landsar, including time as vice chair. Mr. Cocker was a founding director of Search and Rescue Institute New Zealand. Mr. Ross Cocker, please come forward. Mr. Ian Pickard of Papamoa for services to Fire and Emergency New Zealand. Ian Pickard has served more than 50 years with Fire and Emergency New Zealand as a member of several fire brigades. He was inaugural chair of the New Zealand Firefighters Welfare Society, an organisation operated by firefighters for the well-being of firefighters and their families. As Chief Fire Officer of the Dunedin Fire District, he deployed community safety teams to emphasise fire prevention and risk reduction rather than emergency response. As Assistant Fire Region Commander of Operations of the Southern Fire Region, he led 71 volunteer brigades and 2 career fire districts. Mr. Pickard has led teams with the United Nations Disaster Assessment and Coordination Team in numerous countries. Mr. Ian Pickard, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the King's Service Medal, Mr. Harry Carter of Whangarei for services to Fire and Emergency New Zealand and the community. Harry Carter has served 43 years with Fire and Emergency New Zealand, including as Chief Fire Officer of the Portland Fire Brigade. He's been a member of the Portland Volunteer Fire Brigade since 1980. He has facilitated training sessions across Te Tai Tokora Northland on leadership and formed the Portland Cadet Group for children aged 11 to 16. He was a Portland School Board of Trustees member. He's Secretary of the Portland Residents and Ratepayers Association. Mr. Carter facilitates community discussion and feedback to and from Waka Kotahi and the Whangarei District and Northland Regional Councils. Mr. Harry Carter, please come forward. Mr. John Oliver of Otane for services to Fire and Emergency New Zealand and the community. John Oliver has been the Chief Fire Officer of the Otane Volunteer Fire Brigade for 50 years and has been a driving force behind the brigade-owned water tankers, which provide water deliveries, helping Fire and Emergency New Zealand, FENZ, to respond to larger incidents in the community and neighbouring districts. He introduced a lapel pin to represent firefighters who had passed away. He's been a member of the Otane Sports Club and Arts and Crafts Centre. Mr. Oliver has created an event hub for FENZ on annual Waitangi Day celebrations, educating the community on fire safety. Mr. John Oliver, please come forward. Mrs. Marie Pierce of Inglewood for services to the community and local government. Marie Pierce is a member of the Inglewood Community Board and the Inglewood District Health Trust Board. She chairs the Inglewood First Trust, overseeing beautification projects and numerous annual events. She was an elected councillor of New Plymouth District Council, holding appointments to various cultural trusts. She helped organise the restoration of the Inglewood Railway Station and instigated the upgrade of the Windsor Walkway in Inglewood. She helped establish the Inglewood Community Mini-Putt Charitable Trust. Mrs. Pierce was chair of Inglewood's Q Theatre and was on the committee behind the building of the Inglewood Squash Club complex. Mrs. Marie Pierce, please come forward. Mr. Neville Phillips of Mataura for services to Fire and Emergency New Zealand and ice sports. Neville Phillips has been part of the Gore and Mataura Volunteer Fire Brigades for more than 50 years. He has been a competitor, judge and coach for waterway competitions. He was president of the Otago Southland Fire Brigade Association and the Northern Southland Sub-Association. He's a foundation member of the Gore and Districts Ice Skating Club, now Ice Sports Southland, served as president of the New Zealand Ice Skating Association, and was delegate to the Otago Southland Ice Skating Sub-Association. Mr. Phillips has been a councillor on the Mataura Community Board and Gore District Council. Mr. Neville Phillips, please come forward. Your Excellency, the investiture has concluded.
New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manaakitanga, and the pursuit of excellence. This ceremony has included recognition of members of Fire and Emergency New Zealand who respond in difficult and sometimes dangerous situations to come to the aid of people in need. That service is valued by all New Zealanders. To all our recipients today, it has been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities to improve the lives of fellow New Zealanders. In your own way, you have all exemplified the sentiments of John Wesley when he said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, and at all the times you can, to all the people that you can, as long as ever you can." Please wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing that you inspire others by your example. On behalf of the King of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements, and I thank you once again for your service to our country. Kia ora, hui mai tātou I tēnei rā. Now you will see on the back of your program the words to the national anthem in te reo and in English. I now invite you to stand with me and join in singing the national anthem.